Hello YouTube! Flashlight Enthusiast here. Today, as the title says, I would like to present to you the Acebeam H30, the brightest headlamp in the Acebeam's offer, and also they are boasting that this is the brightest headlamp on the market right now. As you may probably notice, the Armytek released their Wizard Pro Max with a decent number. Also, I believe Imaland has similar offer. But what is the distinctive feature of the Acebeam H30 is this not only featured the 4000 lumens but also two secondary LEDs, which I think is a unique offer because you've got actually three different light sources in one headlamp, which might be extremely convenient in some scenarios. So if you're interested in this flashlight, make sure to check the link in the description below. And without further ado, let's show you the box. So we've got pretty nice marketing here. Obviously the key selling point of this flashlight, the number of lumens. But you also got the mentioning of 5-year warranty from Acebeam. Also some key statistics as the range, max runtime. Note that this flashlight is also USB-C rechargeable, has powerbank feature, very nice, and is powered by one 21700 battery with this power and Cree XHP70.2. This is probably one and only reasonable choice. Okay, so here we've got some options. As you can see right now on the screen, we've got plenty of options here. We can choose in the main line between the cool white and neutral white, and also between three different auxiliary options. Red always be the one option, but the third LED might be green, UV, or Hi CRI. When I'm recording this video, this is the only option that is missing on the website is actually the one I have got here. So the neutral white with red and Hi CRI with Nichia 2019C. Very nice option. Coming back to you, we've got some runtime graph and some key features of this flashlight in the description and what's included in the set. Also some QR codes for their social media and official website. And possible applications. As you can see, we've got plenty of them. This is probably a nice universal flashlight for multiple applications. Okay, so let's open the box and see what we've got inside. Okay, so first things first, we are presented with the very neat package with the accessories section and the flashlight itself. Presented you the main LED and basically up front, and some yellow sticker to inform you to remove the insulation film. Okay, so this is the flashlight, quite massive, I have to tell you, with this cooling fins. Feels really premium in your hands and has some weight to it because the battery is already inserted. Okay, so let's look at the accessories right now. It's really tight. Okay, so in terms of accessories, we've got two spare O-rings, head strap or headband, noise adapter. As you can see, 18650 is recommended, but you cannot use CR123 or 16330 batteries. And USB-C charging cable with some extensions. So we've seen it already in Acebeam. This is a standard, so to allow you either the output extension when you're using the power bank, or just to make sure that you can use the power bank features. So you plug it in the flashlight or the battery, and then you've got the port to use as a power bank. Very nice. And the manual especially made for the red and CRI version, which is very nice. Here we've got some technical parameters. As you will see, I just noticed that we've got ultra low, medium high and turbo, and then the turbo max output. Coming back to the flashlight itself, make sure you install it on the head straps, but if you're stubborn enough, you can also use it as a handheld flashlight, but I do not recommend this one because this flashlight gets a little bit hot, and installed on your head strap and at your forehead, you won't even feel that heat. Okay, so what I would like to mention is the head strap is of supreme quality. As you can see, we've got some holes in the strap here to better dissipate the heat from your head and make sure that your skin stays dry even after prolonged operation. We've got some nice reflectable accents here and some orange straps, so definitely caring for your safety. This is a little bit stretchy material, extremely comfortable to hold on your head. One thing that might get into the comfort zone here is that this thing is plastic, so if you've got a little bit more sensitive skin, then beware that this might hurt you a little bit, because the flashlight weight is a little bit higher than usual. For example, this Wizard C2 Pro. Okay, with that being said, these rubber rings are extremely durable. You may notice these are a little bit sturdy, so while installing the flashlight does not pose any problems, reinstalling this one might be a little bit harder, but still doable. And as you may see, the rotating of the flashlight is still doable, but when you stop it, the position is fixed, and even some bumpy road won't change it. So very nice design. I think this very well made, and I like that way. Okay, despite the higher weight of this Acebeam H30, it sits very nice and comfortable on your head, and when you pull the straps a little bit tighter, it won't even jump up and down while you're running, so very nice, and I found it extremely handy. Okay, so as you may notice, we've got one main LED and two secondary LEDs. This one is the red one, and this one might be either Hi CRI or green or UV, depending on the version you purchase. We've got quite deep orange peel reflector here, as you may see, and the corners of LEDs are covered, meaning that the tint shift should be minimal, and luckily it is. A little bit of greenish anti-reflective coating here can be seen. The glass is hardened, and this one is actually, I don't know if it's glass or a little bit hard plastic. I believe this is glass, matte finish, and is diffusing the light pretty well. So overall, very nice design here, and overall the build quality of this flashlight is excellent. It's always from Acebeam, no sharp edges, everything is smooth, and just let's open the battery compartment, and see what we've got inside. We've got a nice thick spring, a little bit short in terms of travel. Nice looped and greased threads. Square one, so high quality. And we've got the included 21700 cell in highest capacity. This is included in the set in the price, so very nice from Acebeam. And luckily they also included the sticker to ensure that the battery placement is correct. Down there we can also see some spring. As you can see, this has much more travel, and that ensures that other batteries apart from this Acebeam included, for example the Samsung 50E, can also be used inside of the flashlight without any problems, except for extremely bumpy road or track, when the flashlight shakes vigorously, and then it might in some extreme cases lose contact, but then again you can always turn on the flashlight again, so no problems. I highly recommend using this one, which is included in the set, but in some extreme cases when you run out of power, you can also use other 21700 batteries, and this is very nice from Acebeam. Thank you for that. If you're watching this, keep it up. Okay, so let's insert the battery and tighten this up. On the other side of the flashlight, we've got the Type-C USB port, so just unscrew this cap. No spring here, just plain aluminum, and we've got the built-in port here, so if you'd like to charge the battery inside the flashlight, you just plug in the cable, the included one or any other USB-C into the port. As you will see, the red LED will shine. When the charging is finished, it will change into the green one. Note that you can also use this port as a power bank feature in some situations when you have to charge the batteries in your phone or any other flashlight. For example, this Firefly's E07X Pro, so we just plug in the USB-C charging cable, and as you can see, the flashlight goes into the charging mode, and here we can see the blue indicator showing you that the power bank feature is being used. So very nice and handy. If you need some power bank feature, you can also use the Acebeam H30 for that. Okay, so let's just screw it down and go through the UI and output modes. Okay, so as you may notice, we've got two buttons, one with this turning on or off pictogram and the black one plain. The shape of the button is also convenient because when you're wearing it on the head, you don't see the buttons, and you may with one hand also distinguish which one is which. First things first, turn on the flashlight by clicking the orange switch, and then we've got the flashlight turned on. Click again to turn off. Okay, you change modes when your flashlight is on by pressing the black one. Okay, so here we've got the low mode of 220 lumens, then we've got medium around 380 lumens, high around 1100 lumens, and then a turbo mode around 2200 lumens, and then press again to go back to low 120 lumens. To be honest, it does not look like 120 lumens, it looks much more to me, but well, let's just trust Acebeam. As you can see, the angle is quite wide, but because of the quite deep reflector, the spot is wide but also throwy. And this creates the impression that you've got everything light up in this angle, and the transition from spot to spill is very smooth. And I like it that way. It almost looks like it was optics, not an orange pill reflector, so the beam is very nice and evenly spread. Obviously you can also double tap the orange switch for turbo mode and then double tap again to return to the previously used mode. Okay, so turn on the flashlight. You can also use the ultra low of 3 lumens. Just hold the orange switch for a couple of seconds and then you got it. 3 lumens. Very nice. Okay, and then obviously you can double tap for turbo mode from any mode or on off. Double tap again to go into the last memorized mode, because ultra low and turbo max do not come into the memory. So as you may notice, we've got back into the low mode. Okay, and if you like to access the secondary LEDs, you have to hold the black button a little bit, and then you are in the secondary LEDs mode. And to switch between the right and left one, so in this case this is the Hi CRI niche version and the red one, you simply press the black switch once. So this is plenty of light just to walk around and see everything in front of you, or maybe just read map or something like that. You can also walk with the red one. This is just enough light to do that, but if you need something more throwy and with a little bit more output, then hold the black one to enter the main LED mode. Okay, you also got one special mode, which is the SOS, which will be done by the red LED. So you have to triple click the orange switch, 1, 2, 3, and we've got an SOS mode. Okay, and hit the black to go into the main modes. Okay, you can also electronically lock out the flashlight, so just hold the orange switch until the moonlight disappears and the flashlight blinks 3 times, and now the flashlight is lockout, as you can see. But you can also do it by unscrewing the left portion of the battery tube, because the right one won't do that. Screw it down, and now we are good to go. So we've got moonlight. And this is a little bit weird because moonlight does not get into the memorized mode, but as you can see, we got it second time in this video. So this is a little bit weird, but it is okay. I noticed some weird behavior on the internet. Luckily, this particular sample got it only once, so and then I couldn't repeat this behavior. So I think this one is perfectly fine with some accidents, but I wouldn't recall it as a negative experience, just something weird. So there were some experience on the internet that this flashlight, when the battery reaches 3.9 volts, and when you hit the turbo mode, this flashlight will actually activate the low battery voltage warning mode, so 3 blinks and then turn off. It is weird because this flashlight has such mechanism, but around 3 volts, but well, it was a little bit weird, but luckily happened only once in some extreme conditions, and I couldn't repeat that in my testing or outdoors, so I couldn't report any problems to you guys. So I hope the Acebeam fixed this problem. But if you like to see the problem in other video, I link it in the description below. I found it on the internet. This is not mine, but shows the problem really well. Okay guys, so let me show you the runtime graphs real quick. Okay, so first things first, let's show you the turbo mode. This is the neutral white version. Turbo output, as you could see on the top right, in the top right corner, we've got over 3600 lumens still after 2 minutes and 3 seconds before the step down occurred to around 1000 lumens at 2 minutes and 21 seconds mark, and the body temperature did not exceed 55 degrees, so still pretty hot but not extremely hot. And judging that you have this one not in your hands but in the air, sitting on the top of your head, you won't even feel this heat. So definitely excellent performance. And after that the flashlight cooled up a bit to 47 degrees and stabilized at around 1090 lumens for around 2 hours, which is definitely an excellent performance. Flat as a table output. And still, judging that you've got 4000 lumens at start, 2 minutes holding up, this is extreme performance. Okay, so let's jump to the high mode. Here the step down also occurs, and this is around 2000 lumens at start, and in my test the flashlight held it over 12 minutes, and stepping down from 1940 lumens to around again 1114 lumens, and then the flashlight still held up nice and steady for around 2 hours over 1100 lumens, and the body temperature did not exceed 50 degrees, so still running hot but not extremely hot. And the medium 2 mode, the second highest, here we've got no step down. This is the highest sustainable output without a step down, so this is over 1000 lumens, around 1100, steadily for 2 hours. The flashlight temperature did not exceed 50, so this is extreme performance. And you'll see in the beamshot section that the angle of the flashlight light will give you very well lit everything in front of you. This is not extremely floody as the new Wizard Pro Max, so I did not attempt to compare those two flashlights because the performance may be similar in terms of lumens, but the light distribution is totally different, so it doesn't make any sense to compare those side by side. Okay guys, let's go to the forest and show you some beam shots of this flashlight in comparison with the Wizard C2 Pro Warm White. Let's go! Acebeam H30. Okay, here I am with the Acebeam H30. This is the low mode. Now let's go through the loop So this is medium 1, medium 2, high, and now double tap for turbo mode. Bang! This is pretty insane for a headlamp, I have to tell you. 4000 lumens. It's just flooding with light everywhere you look. It does not last for long, mind you, but still can hold a couple of minutes before the stepping down. I hope that you don't face the issue with free blinks and turning off the flashlight, because this might be an annoying bug, but luckily in my example does not happen too often. So let's just step down to a low mode, and this is pretty high for a low mode. As you may probably notice, this is around 400 lumens, and this is higher than most headlamps get in the middle mode, but this is just the right amount of light for you to see everything, and the battery to last even quite long, so I think this is a perfect amount of light for a low mode. And then you can go up for like medium 1, medium 2 is pretty high, and high is over 2000 lumens, and you can always double tap for even more light. Okay, so now let me jump to the red light. As you can see, this is also pretty bright for you to see everything when you are not blinded by the main output. And then we also got the Hi CRI output. The Hi CRI output is perfectly diffuse light, very nice for up close work when you need high color rendering. Definitely nice addition. And this is red light again. And now Wizard C2 Pro. For comparison, this is main 1, main 2, main 3. And this is the turbo 3. So this is the max output. This will be turbo 1, turbo 2, and turbo 3. Very wide beam, very even distribution, but hits up pretty fast. Around 2300 lumens here on this one. And turbo 1 around 700 lumens. Low, medium 1, medium 2, high, and turbo. Turbo 1, turbo 2, and turbo 3. Okay guys, let's sum it up. I'm really content with this flashlight, and I really mean it. It does not only provide everything I desire from a headlamp, which means extremely high output from main LEDs, some secondary red LEDs, which is very nice, but also Hi CRI options, which I mentioned in my Nightcore HC65 review. You can check it right here. Old times guys, but coming back to Acebeam H30, extremely well made, extreme performance, and I was thinking about, that 4000 lumens in such compact flashlight is an exaggeration, but when you hit it the turbo mode, you can tell that this flashlight was designed to hold it. And this is not a 10 to 15 seconds turbo mode, this is plain 2 minutes in the room temperature, so in the outdoors it should hold a little bit more. So if you're choosing between the Wizard and the Acebeam H30, quick comparison here. So if you're looking for extremely durable flashlight, then definitely go into the Wizard. But if you're looking for some auxiliary LEDs and top performance, then I would definitely recommend the Acebeam instead. So that being said, extremely comfortable, well made, good performance. If you do not have any problems with the firmware and software, like some samples on the market, then definitely this is a good go for professionals or any outdoor enthusiast that is looking for a top performing, compact yet very powerful flashlight. And very good thing is that you can also use some spare non-protected batteries inside this flashlight without any major issues. So yeah, definitely recommending this one to you. If you're interested in this flashlight, please check the link down below to support the channel and buy this extremely well-made Acebeam H30. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section down below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button for more videos and to support the channel. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.